We have to talk about this. I know that I'm an eBay seller, but I like getting deals. I like to acquire items, which I know I will enjoy, at what they're supposed to cost, retail price, and not have to line the pockets of some fat, overweight loser who doesn't have a real job. And before anybody comes after me saying that I resell baseball cards, well, I worked in union construction for 13 years and got sick because of shuffling around at the World Trade Center site for the first 5 days after the fact. And as a result, I earned a retirement. And at least when I resell my cards, I try to be humane about it. I try not to rip people off. I put a lot of research and time into the prices that I set for my cards, and, I've been doing quite well so far. And business has started to pick back up now that the holidays are over. But consumerism has completely gone berserk. Years ago, I remember, especially, this is why sneaker culture died, when the Nike Air Jordan Concord 11s were released around Christmas time. People were not buying them to wear. People were buying them to flip on eBay. Here's another example of this consumerism nonsense. This is essentially an adult-sized toddler cup. My buddy was bothering me for a couple days because he knows I do a lot. There's a reason why I got this beer here, by the way. My buddy was bothering me for a couple days to see if I can track down this particular mug or tumbler or whatever you want to call it. I don't give a damn what it's called. And I thought nothing of it. I don't use these. I don't drink out of these. I'm a normal human being. If I want to drink a beer, I drink it out of the bottle. If I want to drink a soda, I drink it out of the can. If I want to drink a sugar-free Red Bull, I open up the can and I drink it. I don't need a special vessel. Look at me! I have a cup! Does everybody see me? Look at me! I am a cup owner! That's essentially what this is. It's a device of narcissism. I can understand, I'm going to get into the backstory as to how I got my hands on this. I can understand working class people. I worked in the union for a very long time. And if you've ever worked in New York City, you're always going to have Mohammed bin Salim Salam running one of those food trucks. And coffee is very expensive. So I can't blame a working class, middle class person for wanting to acquire one of these because coffee can become very expensive. And of course, you don't know what you're getting off of these food trucks. So from my own personal point of view, if I was a coffee drinker, I'd rather have my own Joe inside one of these. In that case, I'll excuse that group. It's everybody else that I'm just like, it's a goddamn tumbler. It's a cup. It's a goddamn cup. It's an oversized adult toddler cup. Look at me, I'm saving the environment. No, you're not. You're not doing anything to change what is inevitable. Let me tell you, if Mother Nature wants to lash out at us, she will. And having a special cup is not going to save you from the goddamn meteorite that's going to fall on your head. But anyway, how did I end up with this? So my buddy before Christmas, he really wanted to get this, I guess, for his wife or somebody back home. And he showed me a screen capture. I believe it was on eBay or some, one of them sites. And I'm like, $175 for two of them combined. One was 30 ounces. This is the 40-ounce one. Apparently, it's a special edition and a reissue or some kind. I don't know. I've only done a very little bit of homework on this. So I'm not going to claim to be an expert or know what I'm talking about. But apparently this was a special edition that they reissued, I guess. I don't know. But here it is in my hand. I have gone through 4 of these now because he was like, I want to get this mug. And sure enough, once I start doing my homework like I always do, I found out that this is another one of these devices or vessels that people didn't buy to actually use. They bought these to flip on eBay for like $200 or more. And knowing the kind of guy that I am, you had best believe I'm not paying no $200. Especially if someone is asking for my help to try to track one of these down to get this as a Christmas gift for their significant other. I ended up finding 6 of them for cheap. Because on eBay, some of these are still going for like $200. I currently have 2 of these of my own. This is one of 2 that I have for the sake of this video. The other one I might give to my girlfriend. I already gave her one as it is already. And my buddy got the other 2 that he asked for, the 30 and the 40 ounce ones, and saved him more than half of what it took to probably get these in the first place. Because of bankrupt eBay flippers and resellers who don't care about things like this. Again, the only people that I can see being excused from this argument are working middle-class people who are trying to spend as little of their pocket money. There's no such thing as saving money. You're trying to spend as little bit of your pocket money as possible to get maximum product. And if you have kids and you're working a tough job, I'd rather have my own handmade stuff inside of what is essentially a grown-up's toddler cup. In that case, I can excuse anybody who wants one of these. But if you're buying this to be seen, look at me. Look at me, everybody. I'm helping the environment. Yeah, you're helping the environment. What happens if a fucking car crashes into you? Squish! Down goes your precious little mug. And people collect these things. I'm a collector. Like, I got multiple jerseys from multiple teams that I love. Here, I'm wearing a Bayern Munich home jersey from this current season. I got about 10 or 12 different MAGA hats, and I got 3 more on the way. People collect all sorts of crazy shit. I'm no exception. But I don't get the obsession over these. I have no problem doing this. God, that's good beer. Hofbraumenchen, by the way. Hefeweizen. So just to piss people off even more, I don't care what this thing is worth. I don't care how valuable it is. I don't give a damn what people may think. To me, all this really is, it's a glorified mug that I will now use for my beer. I don't understand the obsessive compulsive narcissistic need to walk around with one of these. And I'm not that emasculated that that I can't drink out of a goddamn pink cup. Give me a break. No matter what vessel beer comes out of, this isn't it. God. Oh, there's that aluminum or whatever's in there. It's stainless steel. Make that beer just taste absolutely horrific. But what is the purpose of this? Again, I can only see a very few uses for a thing like this. Maybe you're somebody that has a pool on your property, or maybe you yourself own a pool. And you don't want the kids to see you drinking, beer or booze or whatever. Then again, I can say I can make an exception for that as well. Even when I go sit at the pool right here where I live, I mean, technically you're not supposed to have glass bottles by the poolside because if the glass breaks, ends up in the pool, somebody gets cut, they get into trouble, pool gets shut down, you get fined, or you can even be evicted potentially because of that. But I can see somebody putting a whole lot of booze into one of these. In that case, I'll give those people a pass as well. But it's these bourgeois, and you know who it was that was actually picking these up? Fat, overweight women who have eBay accounts flipping these for $200. Yeah, you heard me, folks. $200 fucking dollars for an adult toddler cup. Cheers. Ugh. Man, that makes the beer taste awful. Oh, it makes it taste metallic. Yeah. How are you supposed to drink out of this stupid, ridiculous thing? I didn't even open up. It comes with this giant straw too. I mean, what the hell? What the hell is this? Are you like 12 years old? You remember when you used to drink Grandma's Nestle Quick? That's like what this is. Am I even doing this right? This is like the most stupidest thing. So you have to turn it in such a. All right, there we go. There. Now I can drink my beer, and I want everybody to see me. Look, everybody. It's like Zelda holding up the power sword in Nintendo. This is the most dumbest thing ever. That is no way to drink a beer. Oh man, does that make the beer taste horrible? That's why I'm a normal human being, and when I drink beverages, I drink them out of the vessels for which they were made for. Not this. This is stupid. There are a lot of things that I've bought for myself that I'm very proud of. Sometimes my tastes change and things outlive its usefulness for me. So it's time to move past that thing and, sell it on eBay and hopefully somebody can enjoy it. Like I got some Transformers very soon that I'm not going to want anymore because I literally have 3 different Optimus Primes that I still yet to review here on the channel, which is going to make 2 or 3 of them on my shelf obsolete. Especially given the technology has got so great these days that Transformers toys are just absolutely remarkable. But a thing like this, where would I even use this? Again, if I was working, and I don't drink coffee, but if I was working, like I said, go to one of them food trucks in New York City. Muhammad Ali Ben Salim Salam owns a food truck. How much is a goddamn bagel with butter? $2, $3, $4 these days? I don't know. I haven't lived in New York in years. Good riddance, by the way. When people are self-immolating and nightclubs are getting shot up and people are being pushed on the subway tracks and everything else. No, thank you. You can keep that. I can then understand why you would rather have your own stuff. And then you don't know who's coughing and sneezing on your food or in your coffee. Then I give it a pass. That I'll give a pass to for people that buy these. But if you're buying this as a status symbol or you bought this just to flip it on eBay, the people that bought these through third-party resellers, you have to be an asshole. You really do. I'm lucky enough I got enough resources and time on my hands that I looked at multiple websites and I was able to get these pretty much at cost. $200 because I'm a fat, overweight, whamming loser. I guess the more I rant, the better the beer tends to taste. That's more a placebo effect, I guess. But think about this, folks. Do you really need to have your own personal cup everywhere you go? I enjoy drinking beer out of a bottle. Beer was put into here for a reason. The bottle is brown for a reason. There's reasons behind the design of beverages like this. And we have all different ways of consuming liquids, especially water. We can get water from anywhere except the toilet or maybe a rain puddle or a river. But this, I'm going to drink out of this thing as a joke when my buddies come over. I got beer steins. I got a crystal Das Boot. My girlfriend seems to enjoy the one that I gave to her. I wasn't really intended as a Christmas gift, but because my buddy wanted me to track down these guys, there were all sorts of shipping delays, cancellations, and everything. And then all of a sudden, miraculously, I had 6 of them in hand. So she seems to like hers. But I don't know what I would do with this thing. What would I do with this? For now, all I see it is as being a pencil holder. Yeah, this is definitely no way to drink a beer. I I can understand if you're a little goofy and you're a party animal. And again, if you want to go sit by the pool or you want to go to the beach and you want to have something a little inconspicuous inside one of these, have at it. In that case, I have nothing to complain about. Again, to repeat myself, if you're a working class person and you're trying to save a couple bucks on some homemade Joe because you don't want to pay Mohammed Ben Salim or whatever his name is in a food truck, yeah, go for it. But people got walls of these, like real like collections. My God, I have a 6-tier shelf over there with nothing but Transformers and retro toys. How many cups do you really need? I have plastic cups there for when I have house guests because there are times I just don't feel like doing dishes. To me, this is just an inconvenience because now I got to wash the fucking thing. Especially when it comes to putting beer in here. Or imagine you're putting some kind of fruit juice or whatever have you into a thing like this. How do you clean the straw, by the way? There's another question. What do? Jam a bunch of pipe cleaners down there? I don't even know if they still make pipe cleaners. That's so 1980s, by the way. I see no point in this. And then what happens when you run out of your favorite beverage that's in here? What do? Now you're stuck walking around with an empty cup. And I've seen people modify these online with straps and holsters and fucking things that you put on there that got pockets on them. I'm like, nothing is normal anymore. And to me, a thing like this, it's nothing more than an excuse for people to either try to make a quick buck off of other people's backs, or it's people showing themselves off in what is a severe case of narcissism. To me, this is nothing more than a glorified pencil holder, and now it's become a goddamn beer mug for what it was not intended for. And I don't recommend drinking high-quality beer out of a vessel like this. It just makes the beer taste metallic. Oh, that's gross. Do you really care? Do you really need to be seen? Look at me with my special cup because I am who I think I am because I'm oh so famous. Fuck you and your cup too. And that's all I got to say. Bye!